Morning. It's the first day of school. I just woke up. It's 6 o'clock. It's not even that early, but I was up at 4 and then I went back to sleep, which is not normal for me, but I've been super tired. So it's our first day of school and I'm super excited. The kids are really excited too, but I need some coffee. And I'm gonna sit down and read my Bible. That's how our day always starts. So I do work from home, but it is incredibly flexible. But because I do work some, I try to do my work first thing in the morning before the kids wake up. I've found over the past 10 years that that is the best time for me to try and get as much work done as I can. It's also why I wake up so early, so that I can still have my morning time, but then also put in a few hours of work. So this is my work block, and then I will probably wake the kids up this morning. I'm going to try and do Bible with them a little bit earlier and then have them have a little bit of free time before we start school. So we'll see how it goes. We are not obviously in a good rhythm yet. I'm not entirely sure how I want our days to flow. We're going to be talking about that today. The kids, I'm going to be doing a little meeting with each of them, just sort of my expectations and going through what I hope that they are accomplishing each day. And yeah, so it's a little bit of a different year. It's not going to be everybody sort of together because Emma has a lot more separate stuff that she needs to do this year. So just working on expectations and first day of school supplies and going through new books. It's going to be a good day. I'm excited. You excited about the first day of school?
Yeah. Dad's doing Bible with us.
Good morning, buddy. How late did you stay up reading last night? Oh, that's not too bad.
I went to bed. Well, I stopped reading earlier, and the lights are out, so I sort of tried to go to bed. I think I probably went to bed at like 8 something.
Yeah.
Opening the bag. Not so much when I actually look at my school stuff.
So you guys got a ton of stuff, huh? What do you think? Are you happy to restock on some supplies?
Yes.
Now I did also, I got a lot of notebooks and I got more construction paper and everything else, so and I do have some other things coming, so we should be pretty much set for school supplies, I hope. And everybody, if you could try and keep your stuff together. You ready to paint, Lucy?
Yes.
That's why you're opening your paintbrushes.
Lucy, you can use that big pad to paint on, because it says marker and watercolor. Ta-da!
Very nice, Emma.
I love to organize stuff.
Yeah.
It's like one of my favorite things.
How do I
Me
open
too.
this?
And then,
Jack is already done with his math and his history. I'm having him work through some of the heroes and villains people in that fun schooling book that we got last year. but did not use. So he is working on Christopher Columbus this morning. It's pretty self-explanatory book. You kind of decide whether or not you think they are a hero or villain, who you think they are, etc. Draw a little picture, and then do some research about that person, and then do a little autobiography at the end, and a couple sentences on whether or not they were a hero or villain. And I know a lot of that is going to be fun for him to do. So he did that, and he did his first lesson in Singapore 5A. Emma is working on her math right now, teaching textbooks, and Lucy is painting. And I am just trying to gather up some books that we will then sit down and read together. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty low-key day, mainly just looking at the new books and sort of reading and stuff, just more fun. We are still reading the Narnia series. We are on the Silver Chair, so I'm going to start that today as well. And we are starting all of Emma's history today, so I'm not sure that Jack and Lucy are going to sit in on it. Jack may for some of it. Lucy will probably be in and out. She's painting, and I'm going to do her math and handwriting soon, after Emma is done with her math and I don't need to help her anymore.
I'm working on editing books that me and my friend made.
One of my ancestors was John Billington. He came to the Americas with the Pilgrims. One center of civilization arose thousands of years ago in the Andes Mountains of South America. Another took shape far to the north. Archaeologists love artifacts. These man-made objects may be tools, pieces of pottery, golden crowns, or simple household utensils such as wooden spoons. So it is almost lunchtime now. We have done math and history and writing and some art. The kids are doing vocabulary. They've both done a little bit of reading. I haven't done a whole lot with Lucy yet. She's mainly been drawing this morning, which is fine. I try usually to do school with her first thing, but today was a little bit different because we were doing first day of school fun stuff like opening the backpacks and looking at all the new school supplies, and so she really mainly wanted to use her new watercolor paint. So that's what she has been doing most of the morning. And I will sit down with her after lunch and do a little bit of her Singapore math. I'm working on a little bit of reading with her and hopefully a little bit of handwriting practice. And then I am still going to read The Silver Chair. I've got to start this with the kids. And Emma does have science that I was hoping she would start today. And Jack as well. It's a little bit more independent for Jack. He can sort of just read through and do the worksheets that go with it, and have any discussion with me about that stuff that he wants. We might hold off this week on science for Emma and wait until next week until we get into a better rhythm. I do want to sit down with her to do the science for probably the first week or two. Listen to the audiobook. I did purchase the audiobook of the textbook so that she could just listen to it rather than reading it, as well as doing the notebooking exercises and questions. So I'm not really sure how the whole program is going to work because it is on the CD-ROM and it's on audio. I don't know. But I just kind of wanted to go through it with her and sit with her until she is comfortable going through and knowing where to stop things. Yeah, so we may try and start that this afternoon. We may not. It is so muggy and hot here. I was hoping to go for a walk with the kids. Nobody wants to do that. I think I'm going to exercise inside today instead of going on a walk, which is what I had planned to do this morning. That's why I haven't even taken a shower yet. So I am going to start making lunch for the kids, and they are going to have a little bit of free time, playtime, and then we will do a little bit more reading, and that's about everything. I'm pretty pleased with how everything went today. The kids have been engaged and lots of discussion, which is always important. So, yeah. I need some iced coffee though. I'm a little tired. This would be the reason that I need all of those notebooks and index cards. Lucy has been quote unquote working all morning, and she has glued index cards to these pieces of paper. She had drawn a couple of pictures on index cards and glued them on pieces of paper and had me write notes to Emma and Jack. So I'm not sure if that is her plan for all of these or what, but I think it's really cute that she is gluing the paper to other paper.
Sweet Jack, what are you doing?
But there's still cake on the roof. And now I shall create my castle.
Hey, Mom.
I'm going to.
So we are done with our day. Everything went really well. I'm pleased with how everything went. We did not do as much stuff with Lucy as I had hoped, but that's okay. We will work on it tomorrow. And yeah, we didn't do science with Emma. I'm still not sure how I'm going to do that, and we haven't started our Brave Writer because that doesn't start until August, so I have another week before we're going to start working on that stuff. But everything else got done. The history was good, and Jack listened in for most of it, and he worked a little bit on his heroes and villains workbook. And yeah, so that was our first day of school, and thank you for joining us, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.